Hey guys, before the video starts, make sure you guys use my supporter creator code ONYXSNAKE, all caps, no spaces, in the Fortnite item shop today to buy llamas,
Don't
buy
tell
some
me what's
skins in Battle
inside.
Royale,
I want it to be a
anything you
surprise.
want.
I feel that,
Just
you
take
know.
that, buy that, and
Wow,
use my
you're
code. Helps me out a lot. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the
adios.
video. Be staying
Enjoy.
another lit video, and today we are going to be going over my top 3 best trap tunnels that I really like. Best trap tunnels that I enjoy making and I feel like are some of the best in the game at this moment. There's lots and lots of different trap builds, as you can just look up trap tunnel builds in Fortnite Save the World, and there'll be lots and lots of different builds that you can see for different missions, such as Atlas, retrieve the data, bomb missions. It's very a unique thing in Fortnite Save the World, when it comes to traps and trap builds, because these traps can be very unique in many ways, such as kiting the husk into certain places where you can kill them faster, where you can just let them sit there and they can't do anything. But for me, this is going to be the top 3 best trap tunnels that I have pretty much ever seen, and these aren't my trap tunnels. I have not came up with like any of these. Pretty much trap tunnels that the community has came up with, but I'm pretty much gonna show you guys my top 3 uh, favorite ones in Fortnite Save the World that I use daily, and they work a lot, and they are amazing at working. So we're gonna go with number 1, or top 3, not top 3, yeah, I go with number 3 first, but yeah, I'm gonna show you number 3. Alright, so number 3 is a certain one where I do use a lot, mostly on Atlas missions and such like this, and you can see me right now actually building walls and then stairs right behind it, making sure the husk the husk kite, because they're gonna go the fastest path that you have. So putting a wall right here makes them go into this certain spot in the middle. Kill these husks right here so I can keep on talking. And these are Palo 100 husks, which usually here. People do work with
I see you.
if you are not a high power level, like me or such other people. But Palo 100, that's pretty much like the testing stage that I like to use for certain stuff. But this trap tunnel is going to be very simple. It's a 2x1 with an extra roof that you could place. You don't have to, of course, but this is a pretty much trap tunnel where it will keep them in there and keep them pretty much doing damage to them over and over again until they die or they get through it, which usually doesn't happen a lot. And there's lots and lots of husk over here.
Wish I could.
You know, throw some stuff over there to kill them, but very simple. If we do count the structures that you need to make just the 2x1 trap tunnel, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 builds, and that is all you need. And you're gonna be taking probably 7 traps out of it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Yeah, 4. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So 7 traps. And then if you want, you can put that trap, which is like kind of like the stunner trap, right before they actually walk into the tunnel. But pretty much like for this at least, what I used to run was a 130 wall dynamo, and I'm using 130s. I don't really care, but pretty much you can put 2 wall dynamos like this, or you can do 2 broadsides. Since the broadsides came out, I do like to use the broadsides more because they're a lot more effective, because they bounce off the walls about 3 times. As I will show you guys in a couple seconds once I do bring the husk through this tunnel, which they're gonna probably die right at the first tile. Um, but this is what I usually run, which is 2 broadsides like this, and then a ceiling electric field with 2 gas traps. And what makes this trap tunnel so amazing is the wall launcher, which launches them back. You could have these, as some people do like to run, like this. I just like to do it like this because I can actually see the husk in the tunnel. I mean, you could do it like this too, but I do like to do it like that. You want to make sure these are like tier 3 or such like that, and if you want to make it so, like, if this trap tunnel, which is a 1x2, is like the objective, say the objective is literally right here, like if it's an Atlas mission or something, you always want to put a stair right here because sometimes smashers or propane tankers, they would like to, like, they're like, oh, they're close to the objective, so they just throw their stuff or they charge at the structure. But of course, smashers, they won't really charge if you have a stair or something like right there. And as you see, there's like a little window right there where you can actually see through. So smashers would tend to come right here and see the objective and just want to charge right there. But if they see this stair right here, they won't actually do that. They will actually just go through the trap tunnel regularly. So those you can have, and they can be wider if you want, but you would only really need it like this for the wide end because they will only see that. You could have that. You don't need to, but it is something extra to add. For the floors, I usually have frozen floor freeze traps, or if you do get tankers, propane tanks, you want to have the retractable floor spikes because if the tankers get frozen right here, they will just, right when they get out of it, they'll throw their propane tank because they'll feel clog up or something like that, and it's just not so great. So you want to use retractable floor spikes if there is tankers. You don't always know if there is, but if you feel like there is, or if you see them right when they spawn, you can run over here, break it real quick, put retractable floor spikes. But I usually put retractable floor spikes just in case there is propane tanks, and then I put the wooden floor spikes so it does keep on doing damage and it doesn't like stop them in their tracks, because if you do put like a freeze trap, this wall launcher is actually not really going to push them back because it's going to mostly leave them on the floor freeze trap. That's what
Today
usually
is not your
happens
day.
sometimes. But yeah, I like to use wooden floor spikes. So pretty much this is the setup I like to use for the 1x2. Might have been a little bit long, but I'm going to try to get these husks over towards me, and I'm going to have them actually come through this trap tunnel, and I'll show you guys
Don't come back.
kind of damage that it can do. As you see, they literally get destroyed. These are 130 traps, but it does do a lot of damage, and I'll probably stand right up here. Another thing you could add is if they do get through, like smashers, they tend to get through close to like a high power level and such like that. You want to put if you want, you can put the ceiling zappers, which do a lot of damage to one enemy, as the gas traps do damage to all enemies that are under it. But yeah, that's the um, top 3. That's like third spot, I guess I could say, of the trap tunnels that I'll be showing you in this video. So if you do like this one, you can use it. I use it a lot. But yeah, that's going to be the number 3. So yeah, we're going to head straight into the number 2. So for the number 2 spot, this is the trap tunnel that I like to use for when the tentacles, or where the husks spawn, is more like at an angle to the objective. Like say the objective's right here, it's like at an angle towards it, like that large encampment that's right over there. So what I like to do, where's that smasher going? Okay, it's just a random smasher, I think. Yeah, okay. I mean, I could kill him real fast with this insane powerful weapon, but don't want him to come and ruin this when I'm trying to show you guys this, but I'm gonna start building it right here. This is mostly for an angular way that the husk may come at you. So you just want to make a nice 2x2 kind of barrier right here, and you can put the gas traps with the ceilings above, and then this is what makes it so good right here. You actually, it's like the 2x2, I mean the 2x1 build, but it's like two of them at the same time with the extra little pizzam, I guess you can say, after they come out, which does a lot of damage to them also. But it's very simple build to make. But the traps that you probably need is probably not a lot, but I will count them when I place them. You want 2 wall launchers right here, and then you can put many different kinds of traps. I like to put the uh, wall dynamos because it does do a lot of damage. And then you can have your ceiling zapper, or you can just put gas traps right there. I like to put gas traps on these 3, and then on these 3 you can put what I would put usually is the ceiling electric fields. I'm actually gonna run away because I do not want to start that yet. So I started it. Alright, looks like it's disappearing. And there is many different trap things you can, or whatever you want to think of it, that you can do. But for this one, since I know it's not gonna have the tankers, I'm gonna put some floor freeze traps. Also gonna put the wooden floor spikes, and then for the last damage, I am gonna put, where's it at? Oh, retractable floor spikes right there. So in an actual mission where you may get tankers, you can put the retractable floor spikes instead of the freeze traps, or you can just put the wooden floor spikes where it does a bunch of damage at the same time because there's no frick.
You break
Where did you come from, you rat bastard? You ratter. Alright, he's gone. He's dead. And they're killing my husk. Stop it. Stop it. Where did you come from? Alright, let's kill these guys. Let's get back to this thing that we're trying to do. Go away. Alrighty. So now that that is over with, I think, let's go back to this. So of course you may have smashers that just run through like that. What I was about to show you was what you would do in that situation, which I usually just put the normal triangle and then stairs like this and stairs like that, where the smashers can actually not see cannot see the build or the objective from where they're at when they first enter the tunnel. Of course you can make it so it's a smaller kind of way in, but that would make it so the wall launchers wouldn't send them as far as they would back. But that is the build for this. As you can do another thing, you can also put a if it's like mostly a higher power level mission, you can put a defender which you would have to break this. Mostly you want to put a defender right here, of course. You can put them mostly on top where they'll be more do more damage, since they won't get clapped by the husk if they're just walking on the ground. I do like my sniper defenders. So that's usually what I would use in these trap tunnels, but if you do just like to do the regular trap tunnels, you can do that also. And we're going to leave that to that, and we're going to have them come try to kill me, I guess. Oh, they're coming around. Of course, I forgot to make it so there's more walls, but make sure you do have it as far as you can out, according to what objective you will be doing. And there you have it. That is that trap tunnel, which absolutely destroyed these husks. Mostly my defenders destroyed them too, which is really good. And you may have stuff like this that will break, but I did have it on tier 1, so I didn't really do that great of staying there. But that is the number 2 spot of the 3 trap builds. And yeah, now we're gonna go into the number 1 spot, which is a really great one. And I do use it on retrieve the data. Um, Very new, I believe, trap build, but it's a very good and well done trap build. I'm gonna show you guys it right now. The commander being power base Nox. You can use another hero. I do not know the name of him, but I do like to use power base Nox, which he has the commander build ability as one of his ability, which is going to be power modulation plus, which structures affected by base are healed for 11% of max health every 10 seconds. Meaning every time they get hit, they're just gonna re-heal every 10 seconds, meaning it's gonna be a lot harder for the husk to actually get through that wall, which is going to help a lot in this build. Our team perk for this hero loadout is going to be Shake It Off, which decreases duration of elemental status effects by 50%. So the pretty much in nature, going against a metal wall, it's going to decrease the duration of how fast they will get through that wall and how much damage they will do to that wall. So that's a example for Shake It Off. This does require 2 heroes with 4 or more stars, so 106 or higher. This doesn't mean that you can't use an epic or a rare or anything like that. It's 4 stars, but if it was a legendary, it would be 106 or higher. For epic, it would be about what is it? If it was 130, it'd be 114, which would be 5 stars for an epic, and then they would be, I think, 94 for 106 epic. But 4 stars, it will show you in the top, as you can see, power base Nox right here. He has 3 out of 5 stars because he's an 82, because I didn't feel like upgrading him all the way. And you know, he's still the same. He destroyed pile of 140s, so it doesn't really matter. But our first support team is going to be Lofty Architecture, which the base increases building health by 28%, which makes it have higher health, and yeah, that pretty much makes it a lot better. This is the hero that you want your friend to bring in the mission. If you want, you can solo this mission just by yourself, but if you do want more health on the build and you're having like a friend that comes in the mission, make sure he's going to have a base Kyle, because base Kyle's commander ability is the same as Lofty Architecture, but it's going to be a higher percentage of health, and this is the only thing that you can stack with Constructor's base. So you can put both your bases down and it will do both of the commander perks, but it won't do the extra like durability or stuff like that that you have for your actual commander, for like your survivors and stuff like that. But yeah, this is gonna be base Kyle for the first support team. Our second support team is going to be Frozen Castle. Frozen Castle, enemies standing on structures affected by base are snared by 15%, which is going to help for this jailbreak build that we're going to be doing. Sorry about that. I've been trying to get that out for a good bit. Kind of like my mouth is like not working for some reason. But anyway, this is gonna make it so it's gonna be harder for the husk to get through the walls, because they're gonna be snaring a lot and they're gonna be being slowed down, and it's gonna really suck for them, which is great for us. But this is going to be the Ice King, and that is a constructor, which all these are going to be constructors in this support team. But our third support team is going to be Hot Fix, which increases building repair speed by 10%, meaning they will increasing of course, power-based Nox's power modulation, meaning that they will increase faster. So instead of every 10 seconds, it may be every 8 or 5 seconds, or instead of it being every 10 seconds, it will be every 10 seconds, but instead of 11%, it's going to be a lot higher percentage, maybe even 21% if this adds to that percent. But this is going to be Hot Fixer Hazard, and that may be confusing on what I just said, but some may get it, some may won't, I don't know. But our fourth support team is going to be Tough Traps, which increases trap durability by 17.5%, which you don't need this at all, but I put it anywhere because I think I just needed 2 people to require heroes with 4 or more stars, so I just put her in there. But yeah, there is someone else you can use for this, but you know, if you want, you can have this anyway, which is great. But this pretty much is. Wait. It's not damage. Oh, I thought for a second I thought trap damage. No, this trap durability. Okay, so this makes it so your wall lights that you'll be using in this mission will have a higher durability, instead of them not having a high durability. So you definitely need this. I almost got really tripped up right there. But this is Machinist Harper, really good hero. And yeah, that's going to be the fourth support team. Our last support team is going to be Base MD, allies standing on structures affected by your base heal for 3.75 base health every 1 second, which is going to help a lot. And Warden is going to be Warden Kyle. I mean, this does help a lot, but in the high power level missions, you're still going to get destroyed by some husk. But you really would need the health for some of the husk that you will face accidentally. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So I'll see you guys in the mission with this hero loadout. But wait, before I do that, make sure you have these gadgets. The gadgets banner, put that right on top of the base, on the top of the structure, so you can pretty much respawn there if you die, because mostly you'll be going against high power level husk, and when you do replace those traps towards the end of the mission, you do want to die fast and respawn really close to your build, which on top of it's going to be perfect, so you can jump to the other box if you are soloing this. But you guys will know what I'm talking about once you do get into the mission. And the adrenaline rush, so you don't die when you're trying to kill the mist monsters that really mess with your build sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, see you guys in the mission. So here we are in the retrieve data mission, and we actually spawned right here. So if you want to make it easier to finding where the balloon is, just look up in the sky and you'll see it just like that, and just run over to it until you actually see the exclamation point with the circle around it on your mini map on the top right, as you can see right there.
Any attacks from the storm's creatures could
and
corrupt
as
the
Ray
data.
would like keep
You'll
on
want to build
talking,
defenses around
she's
the
like
balloon's
kind of really
landing site.
annoying in this mission because she just keeps on talking and talking and talking in the middle of the mission. But you can always mute the dialogue and stuff like that. For this mission, it is a, what is it? The active modifiers, it is Lightning Storm, changes all elemental enemies to nature, but we do have that certain team perk, so it's not going to do as much elemental damage. So we have that duration, which will help, but we're still going to be using brick, sorry, in this mission, which isn't the most powerful material, but against these husk, it is gonna do its certain amount of damage. Well, not damage, but health.
Get out of here!
And if these husks could go away, well, thanks. That helped a lot, actually. Kill these guys real quick. Get over, you blue piece of Barney. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Ah. Oh no. No, 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 no. Alright, let me put this right here. Okay.
Keep the fort safe!
Anyway, I'm gonna deal with this stuff and I'll be right back with you guys. And as we pick this mission, it is a active storm. So I don't know if these actually do work, but I'm gonna put these around the objective so there won't be storms that pop out right by it. I think that's what this trap does. Not really sure, but we killed the Smasher with my powerful pistol, as you can see in my crafting bar. But anyway, we're gonna get straight to this trap, which is the #1 spots, and this is how we're gonna start it out. Do a nice 1x1 around the objective with floors right next to the walls, and then triangles right at the edges to make it easier to get on top of the build. This is one build that you can do for retrieve the data. There's many other ones, but this is the one that I like and I use a lot, which is awesome, and it destroys in power level 140 missions also, so you can use it in those missions. It's not gonna be hard harder or anything like that. You want to make sure that you do upgrade all of your building, and once you actually get this down pat, you're gonna be really fast at building this, where it's gonna be a lot easier to get this done. But now you just start upgrading everything. The floors, you can just make them to tier 2, but the walls, you definitely want them to be tier 3 to keep the husk in these boxes a lot longer. And of course, if you don't know what this build is called, it is called the jailbreak build. As the community, that's what it's called.
Whoa, sorry.
Pretty much the community named it, so that's what we're gonna stick with. But it's pretty much called the jailbreak because you can't break out of it, and the husk cannot break out of it at all, and it takes
the only way we're going to retrieve all of the data is to shoot the balloon down
damage
as soon
to
as
get
possible.
out of it.
So bring down that balloon, download that data, and get ready to move.
But the traps that you will need for this, you only need 8 wall lights, and you only need 4 floor launchers. Now, the floor launchers you put, of course, right by the floors. So in all, you only need 12 traps, which isn't a lot of material at all. Make sure you put these walls right here, so when they actually bounce up into this, they don't fly out of the trap tunnel. They actually land, hit the wall, and fall in. But here you go. You put the wall lights just like this right inside here. You can also use the special dancing. What are the speakers? Those traps, which is right here. You can use those too. There is some certain rules that you can do to use them, but I'm gonna use the wall lights because I like the wall lights. I guess that's my answer. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is the build. If you do have any more questions on it, you can message me in the comments below and talk about it or such like that. But this is the build that we are going to be using. Now we get to shoot down the balloon, and you put most important thing, which is the trap tunnel. Well, not the trap tunnel, but the base right on top of it. And you put your flags in case you die, you spawn right back at it, and then it starts. You make sure you want to get those ugly dudes. Make sure you kill those ones. You don't want to kill anything else except these dudes, because for some reason they go straight through the builds. I don't know why at all, but they do. You just want to make sure everyone is going inside smoothly, and if they do just sit there and start shooting at you like that, you can get them in that special square. just, you know, get them in the box pretty much, and watch really weird glitches happen for no apparent reason.
Oh, my
Holy
foundation's
crap.
crumbling.
You will get shot at sometimes. Don't be afraid when you do. What the heck? I've never seen that in my life happen. But yeah, this is pretty much what this build does.
Another file.
It puts them in a box and it keeps on stunning them. And then when they try to break out, the health of the walls make it so they can't. And you have sometimes these guys try to break from the outside, but you just pickaxe them. They'll follow you in and get them in there like that. But pretty much it leaves them in there for the whole time, so pretty much you don't have to do anything. You just AFK and they won't
Data's
bother
looking
you
good.
at all, which is great. You do want to kill these guys because they're really annoying. You'll have like a miniature husk or someone come in instead of them, which is great. But sometimes it will glitch and husk will just come out for no reason, just walk literally out of the wall, and they will freeze, as you see right there. I don't know why they do, but they do. So I
File
mean, maybe they'll
successfully
fix it,
retrieved.
but it's literally he's just standing there, and you know he doesn't want to do anything except hit the wall. He doesn't want to hit you. It's really weird. But around total files, when it gets to around 12, you want to make sure to replace the traps. If it's a high, if you're soloing it, you want to make sure you replace the traps. But if you're doing it with a friend and you actually have two bases down, of course bases don't stack,
Another file.
but the only thing that does is the commander perk of the base of that hero. So as this hero's commander perk is healing, that means that the commander perk is going to be healing the structures more. But pretty much for this one, you would want to use the mega base. There's a certain build for that. I
File
forget which
successfully
hero it is,
retrieved.
but you want to have your teammate or something like that use that
The storm wall's getting
hero,
close.
and it will strengthen your builds a lot more. So instead of like 9,000, as you can see, it will be around like 20,000, and you could actually have 4 players in the mission doing that on all sides, which makes it a lot of health, and makes it a lot easier to do this mission. But yeah, you can solo it by yourself, so you don't need to
Data's
do that.
looking good.
But if you do want to make sure you get it done, you can do that. But that is a lot of talking for this build. But yeah, make sure you do have the extra wall lights to replace if you are soloing. You only need 8, and right when you see them disappear, as you can see, if you look at them, there's 17 of 50 left out of durability,
Another
which for
file.
me, around 12 out of 16, that's when they disappear, and I'll go and replace them again. But yeah, this is the build for Retrieve the Data. Pretty much makes it so they can't get out, and it's really awesome, and I really enjoy doing it because it's easy mission rewards. And yeah, hope you guys do use this in the future and show it to your friends and such like that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys do like, comment, and subscribe for
File
more lit Fortnite
successfully
videos just like
retrieved.
this, as we'll be uploading a lot more stuff that will interest you just like this. And as you can see, these husks are like trapped inside, but they're outside of the... It's very weird. They don't follow me. They're not moving at all. It's really a weird glitch. But yeah, that's the build, and that's how you build it. Hope you guys do use it.
Data's looking good.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys in the next video. Peace. So as you see, there is 1 out of 50 left, and I'm actually about to get ready to replace these. There's some people that like to walk through walls. So I'm going to jump down, I'm going to replace them, make sure I do. I'm probably going to die,
Yeah,
which
not possible.
I'll die real quick.
This
and I
part
do.
is not fun.
And then I'll respawn, and then I'll go place the wall lights in the other box.
Another file.
and it won't make it so like they won't get out in time to break it, but you see it's definitely doing a lot of damage since there isn't ones over there. But just have to run in there and do this real quick. Boom, 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 and that is it.
Creepers!
And now we're pretty much done, and we're good for the rest of the mission. Just wanted to show you guys this
Another file.
to show you guys what it looks like to replace the traps. But yeah, this is my top 3 best and favorites trap tunnels and trap builds in Fortnite Save the World. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, as I already said. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Walls!
And
Walls
it's
for everyone!
a victory royale on our part, and we get to take the L on these amazing and terrible husk that ruined my life.
File successfully
But yeah,
retrieved.
hope you guys did enjoy this video. Peace.